Hello guys, welcome to AU for Night 3 with Humphrey, and I'm your host Rem. We have a very special guest in our midst today in the person of
My name is Comrade Lawrence Ogba, the NANS JCC chairman, Ebonyi State ASIS, or what you called National Association of Nigerian Students Joint Campus Council, Ebonyi State ASIS, or you can possibly call me 001 Ebonyi.
okay. It's an honor to meet you in person, sir, and welcome to AU for Night 3 once again. Okay, sir, please can you tell us a bit about the NANS?
The truth is that, okay, before I start, I would like to thank you for bringing this kind of question because students doesn't actually know what NANS is all about or how unionism came into play. But I'm here to tell us how unionism came into play. 1987, that's when NANS came into play. When the union or student union went into a struggle to pick up the power from the management back to the student. This body called NANS are the apex or the mother of all association. It was created by Nigerian students. After that, they handed over the power of the student or the campus to SUG. They created SUG. So SUG is what we call senators of NANS.
Wow.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Then after this, the SUG, they created what they call faculty president. Then after faculty president, we have another departmental president, then cost rep. That is the organogram of the union. So NANS is the apex body of union, student union. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. So what inspired you to take up the role of the chairman in the
Okay.
NANS bodies?
Okay. To start with, being a very passionate person when you talk of students. I've served in different capacities, especially in AFUNI. I've served as Chief of Staff, SUG President, essay, law-related matters, essay on Director, Academic Planning. I've served as also a provost in my department. Then I find out there are some other areas students are lacking, especially the areas of advocacy, rights, etc., etc. So I felt like at this point in time, the students really needed somebody who can give a face to NANS. Okay, at the point in time, it seems like NANS is going down. Nobody knows about NANS. Students don't know NANS anymore.
Yeah.
They don't know the organogram, how these things work, what NANS stand for. There are a lot of things the SUG cannot say or fight for. It is NANS that fights most of the fight for students or advocates much for students, especially when it comes to the areas of the management, students. It's a sensitive thing.
Yeah.
So I decided to be the sacrificial lamb for the students,
Okay.
and I've been doing that.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So you mentioned about lodge-related matters. I want to bring that up because we, the students of AU for 9, I want to be a sacrificial. I want to be their mouthpiece today. We have been suffering something they call like lack of comfort, and the rate of rent lodge, like the rent, the rent is much. The amount they are calling for us is, and we find out that most lodges that they are calling such amount for us are not comfortable enough. There is no, we all know that there is no electricity or water here in Funai, but still the landlord or the caretakers are still increasing the rent. And the one that is a bit annoying, they've already built the building is already there. You're still increasing the rent and you're telling us that the cost of material is high for a house you have built already. So sir, how can you approach such matters?
Okay,
The students are crying.
just like I said earlier, I came here with my chief of staff, and we've been discussing this over a few days now, especially these areas of lodge. I told you guys I serve as SA to SUG on lodge-related matters. I am the first person who created a platform called Lodge Presidents Group in AFNI. Why I created it is because I want to have the issues that are arising from all the what is it called, all the lodges. Naturally, I do visit all the lodges. In short, I visited more than 100 lodges where I was holding that office. So I discover a lot of things that happens in the lodges, the threats, abuse of rights, a price hike, just like what you just said right now. So in answering your question, there are two things we should understand about these things. One is that lodge is a private business. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Then students SUG can't fight it, but NAS can do something, which we are trying to do right now. I discussed with my chief of staff that very soon we've raised a tactics whereby we are going to call up the governor. After my procession on Saturday, we are going to call up the governor to use his veto power. So it is only the veto power of the governor that can intervene. School cannot, because naturally I've been in some universities like Uniben. I've been a little touch with Uniben. I know that they have 70% of their students domicile inside the school. They have enough hostel. Are you getting me? So the problem is that we have less than 1% of the students living inside our school. Why the 97% are outskirts of the school? If we know that we have enough hostel, what are we doing outskirts of the school?
There is not enough hostel. We all know that there's not enough hostel here.
Hostel here. So what we're gonna do is this. When after my procession, then I'm gonna touch with the SUG president. Are you getting me? Then I know his willingness is not his fight. Then also we speak with the student and know what they want, not just you.
Yes.
I will speak with the student. I will take our time to come to AF9, talk with the students, know what they really want. Then I will handle it on my own and make sure we attract the face, the con of the government so that he can intervene. I think it's becoming outrageous. Something has to be done. And there is no other way, there's no other people that can handle that issue. It's not us.
So the NANS body is very important. Thank you very much, sir. So, sir, how do you address challenges facing students such as funding, infrastructures, and securities?
Well, when it comes to problem facing students, I've told you that I don't just handle AF9. Possibly you are saying talking about AF9 or
Other students.
generally. Okay. Personally, I try to maintain boundaries, respect jurisdictional jurists, not having this kind of satire, dotard parody, or judgment of peculiarities. But I try as much as possible to know what the SUG president is doing, give him power to express his power, or give him chance to express his power. Then, when it's beyond that, that is only the time I come in. So, naturally, I've had the issues happening around at different campuses. I'm very, very concerned from security. I think last few months, we were able to give a very strict warning or sanction to the community that are hosts in A4I. Also, I did the same thing at Owana. Are you getting me? So, then in the areas of you mentioned infrastructure. Okay, um, it's all about the willingness of the government, the sitting government, in that institution to work with NANS in whatever they want. Let's just take, for instance, 2 months ago, I met with the local government chairman, equal local government chairman, where I taught him some of the needs we are lacking in Funai and how it can be addressed. One is water. Second is lights. And he promised me that he's gonna bring at least 5 transformers to Funai. Then also that he is going to also give us at least also 5 borehole. I've been waiting. I will also go back to his office to know what's and how this thing can be achieved during my tenure.
Wow.
And that is exactly what we've been doing in different schools. So the major thing is the SVG president or the students getting in touch with NANS. Me as NANS president or chairman is always willing to come to their needs.
Thank you very much, sir. At least this is a wonderful news actually that I will be expecting light and water here in Funai. Okay, that's a very wonderful news. So, sir, how do you see NAM in the nearest future?
NANS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what are your visions?
Earlier before my tenure, people do see NANS as violent people. They see NANS as touts. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
But in NANS, there is what we use. We have what we call 3 C's. 3 C's, that is what we come, we compromise, and we confront. We come to you with peace. Then we try to dialogue. Then beyond that, if by any peradventure that it seems like you are not going the right way, then we'll use our power as NANS. We know how to do it best. But in the question you asked, I've tried to change the face of NANS, and that is exactly what I'm doing in my office. Changing the face of NANS to the dynamism of the society right now. You know that society changes. The society is so volatile right now. It's no more by violence. It's always by dialogue. What you bring to the table. So I'm bringing a NANS that has orientation, academic orientation, societal orientation, rights approach to advocacy orientation. So I'm expecting that in next 10 years, NANS shouldn't be a NANS of fight. It should be a NANS of power. You should be hearing that the president of Nigeria is a NANS member, whereby everything that student needs will be granted without noise. Right now, we have the essay to governor on student engagement as NANS president, as a NANS former NANS president, former NANS JCC chairman. So and also right now we have NANS coordinator as a essay to governor. Have also a comrade as essay to governor on what is it called, culture and tourism. So I am telling you that in next 10 years, NANS brought up, NANS body, NANS tutored, NANS nurtured, cultured are going to take the helms of affairs of the government. So by that time, it will not be Buzai. Again, it will be we owns the power. We will tell you what we want the student to be, and we'll give the student the best they need.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, there is a memo going on around the student or around the university that you're planning the first ever dinner night of the NANS. Can you
Yes.
walk us through it?
Okay. Um, it's true that in life, it's not just all about being into the campus or attending university. Doesn't naturally mean just obtaining certificates. There's one thing people used to say: you pass through the school, you also allow the school to pass through you. I've seen a lot of people that graduated. After graduating, When you talk with them, they look so timid. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So I discovered that they lack social life, and there's nothing you can achieve when you lack social life. I am telling you that 90% of what you're gonna be in life is what you are doing right now in the university. The connection you are going to have in the future is are those people you are going you those of your mates in the university. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Listen, some of you here are going to be governor. Some of you here are going to be president. So we want a situation whereby we engage these people, get to know each other, so that possibly when you become the first lady of your state, I can possibly call upon you. And also, I want students to feel relaxed, feel at home. Why? It's not just about reading book or play or work and no
No play.
play. Yes, exactly that one. I want our campus base to be exciting, to be entertaining. That is how it should be.
Okay. So, how do you plan to make the dinner night a success, and what are your strategies for engaging and making sure the students attend the dinner night?
Naturally, this is not the first time I'm organizing an event, student event. We've organized spelling bee that made of all the campuses and they attended it. Then we've hosted also stakeholders skill training that we train to 200 to, okay 200 students from Boy Aziz leaders. So bringing the students into the program is not a problem. We know how to handle it. I reach out to the SPG president. We discuss how it's going to be and get them down to our.
So, what impact do you think this dinner night will make on the student community?
Just like I said earlier, social life is very important. We we should be looking at things that breaks burden, things that brings entertainment, that could join entertainment with education. People don't read anymore because they lack social life. So we're trying something different to break the psychological threat in students, to make academic environment also exciting to students, to give them some natural norms that can benefit them socially, academic, and otherwise. So
Thank you very much. We'll be going on a very short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Bye.